All right. Let me get started. So I am T Bob, and damn camera here, boy. Don't want to act right sometime. Anyway, from time to time, I like to give my opinion on local news and things like that. I think that today's news is very targeted. I don't think it's real news anymore. I think it's stupid. I think that their news, as it being actually news, as we know news, growing up and stuff. Today's news is not news. It's a fucking comedy hour. It's fucking comedy hour, and most of that shit you hear is bullcrap. So some fucking book author somewhere in the world faked suicide. I don't give a crap. Like this has got to be very, very selected audience here. This has got to be like a piece of that news you would never print in your fucking newspaper because the amount of people that would even give a flying fuck is probably less than 0.01% of just the population of motherfucking Arizona. Like, there's no fucking way this would be allowed to be printed in my fucking newspaper. Unless I had a nobody gives a fuck section of my newspaper. You know what I'm saying? And you done reading all the real fucking news, and then there's that little section right there. I don't give a fuck. And then down below, news. People could just take that little section out, throw it in the fucking trash. Be like a little comedy. Like, here's your little present. Lamestream news. Trash. The news nobody gives fly fuck about. This so-called news fits in that category of nobody gives a flying fuck. And then these fucking libtards go and get stupid with that fucking blackface bullshit. And now people want to outlaw it. The same fucking people that want to turn free speech into you can say any fucking thing you want speech. I could walk up to you, cock a fucking loaded gun, put it to your fucking head and say, you got 3 seconds, motherfucker. And then uncock it, walk off like nothing happened. It's okay. And I could do this to you every motherfucking day of the week. Because it's legal. Free speech should be legal. Truster Bob should be allowed to take a loaded gun and point it at somebody's fucking head and threaten their very existence, their very lives. These kind of fucking idiots of society. They call themselves free speech faggots. That's what they call themselves. We just free speech faggots. When they go to work, they probably suck a cock and then say, what can we fuck up today? This is another piece of news that is geared towards raising your eyebrow, though. This would be in my section of the newspaper of stupid shit. Be the stupid shit section. the Democrat, liberal, nobody gives a shit section. Because it's fucking stupid. And so why are they printing this kind of fucking news? Because everybody that posts this kind of news wants to keep the racism going. They looked up when they woke up this morning and they said, God damn, there's not enough racism going around. Damn it. Fuck. I thought we had a bunch of hate going on. We got Trump in office. We really tried our best. And there's just nobody hating on nobody any more now than there was when Trump was president. Except the left is fucking pissed because I don't hate black people. They couldn't convince me to hate black people just because they want to run around and paint their fucking faces black. And they don't even look like a black person. They look like a fucking piece of oil trash that you need to run over. It's stupid. The whole fucking thing behind it. It's fucking I think anybody that puts on a blackface should be arrested and charged with public stupidity. And they should be given one of them shots mandatory by a fucking doctor every fucking day for the rest of their lives that keeps them so numb they can barely talk. Hamburger. Excuse me, sir, would you like a number one or a number two? Number two, okay. No. You know, that ought to really juice you up for the fucking remainder of your life. You're so fucking stupid. This definitely belongs in the definitely all out stupid fucking news. Ice Age writing found. I guess that's a piece of news, but again, you're talking about a conversational piece of news here. This isn't real news. This isn't nothing that nobody ain't got figured out in their fucking head already. That Ice Age people used to have a calendar. And they wrote it on this fucking cave wall one day, and they said, there, that's what will happen next year. Winter, spring, fall, blah, blah, blah. And summer. So, it's just fucking stupid shit. Nobody gives a fuck about some goddamn bunch of writing from like 1,000,000 years ago. Well, it wasn't that far back to Ice Age. Or was it about 1,000,000 years ago? Might be about right. Well, whatever. Just, do you really give a fuck? I don't give a fuck. This is one of them things that coach people to drink beer or to have a conversation piece to fucking talk about that surely somebody in the crowd is going to say, oh, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. Or maybe it's one of those conversation pieces geared to make people want to get high instead of drink beer. Hey, man, they found a fucking Ice Age calendar, dude. Oh, really? Wow, that's fucking mind-blowing, man. Here, you got any other interesting fucking scientific knowledge news out there, bro? Yeah, Donald Trump owns an invisible suit. Oh, dude, really? That's far out, man. Yeah, hold on a minute. Wow, Donald Trump invisible. Hey, you think if I walk around with my pants down past my ass, maybe he'll sneak in a butt fuck? Whoa, dude, give me that TV. Whoa, now there's a thought. Get fucked in the ass by the invisible Donald Trump man. Yeah, here. Oh, wow. Orange man strikes again. I mean, what the fuck? These people just put out the stupidest fucking news. This ain't no fucking news nobody gives about. Shit. Man, I could come up with fucking news for you if you want to talk bullshit news. Like, I could give you enough bullshit news to clog up your fucking internet site. I mean, made up bullshit's easy, right? Well, maybe not for some of you mentally challenged folks out there. Might be kind of the opposite for you. You know, it's hard to imagine we got people still to this day stupid enough to vote left or to vote Democrat or anything against the people. These narrow minded fucks out there are so goddamn narrow minded, they walk around literally fucking stupid all day long with one thought on their fucking mind all day long. And that is how they vote. Now, see, that's more realistic, real news for you than all this bullshit news we're seeing online today. Ice Age writing found. It ain't nothing. Let me tell you about this writing. This writing was already found. All he did was go in there and figure out it's part of a fucking calendar. Okay, it could be a part of a calendar. Doesn't mean that it is. I mean, if you look over in China, they used the fucking bull and the dog and the sheep and the crab and all kind of fucking animals to govern when you were born, as if when you were born, all people think alike. Which is bullshit, by the way. Total bullshit. I'm guaranteeing you now that's 1,000% bullshit. That whole fucking Oriental Chinese chart, you can roll that up, stick it up Wong Chong's ass for all I give a flying fuck. See, fake news and China go hand in hand like fucking, well, creamer and coffee. Ta-da! This fucking idiot left his DNA behind. He didn't even burn the fucking house after he went and killed these fucking people. And they caught this fucking Idaho suspect. Now let's say for a minute he was just friends with those people and had nothing to do with the murder. He just can't remember what he did that fucking day at that time or whatever. As if anybody's gonna remember what you did like 5 fucking weeks ago at 1 p.m. How many of you right now? Give me an answer in 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go fuck yourselves. You couldn't fucking do it. See how easy it is to drum up a suspect? We have your DNA at the crime scene. You're fucking guilty. And the jury's sitting there going, yeah, they got that. They got that. That's evidence. But what the jury's not asking is, how many other people's DNA do you have at the crime scene? There's probably like at least 5 other people's DNA at the crime scene. So we don't know if this guy did anything or not. Nobody knows that for sure yet. Now, I'm just pointing out that the authorities, they love to get that news out there. We got DNA. We got DNA. Oh, honey bunches. That means you found a killer big tiger. It does. Yeah, we can convict him off of that hearsay evidence. You watch me work, honey, bunches. Mm, big strong man, you. Okay, I found a killer. I found a killer. You see how quick that fucking story could change? It's fucking stupid. Shut the fuck up, man. Unless you found a motherfucker guilty of something, this news shouldn't be allowed to be produced. Again, in my fucking newspaper, I'd have a special category over there for cops. But not smart cops. Stupid fucking cops. Bullshit legal news that should not even be in the fucking news. A cocksucker's dream of being able to just close his eyes, open them up, and point at you and say, "You're the fucking killer." You're a fucking killer, motherfucker. I'm going to prosecute you. And you're sitting there going, "Oh, crap. There's DNA over at Dave's house?" Like, no shit. How many times did I lay some let me see. It's fucking 325. Oh, there's the other 7 times. Okay. Okay, I admit it. There's at least 337 wads of my cum all over that fucking house. But I didn't kill nobody. I loved Anthony. Oh my God, he did so good to me. You know, you're guilty, motherfucker. Get your evidence. Shut the fuck up. You ain't got shit. That would have to be filed under the stupidest fucking DAs right there. I wouldn't even put it in the USA because they do this shit all over the world, by the way. Well, where it's pertinent. Oh, Bed Bath and Beyond is always in the news. It's like if they weren't in the news, you wouldn't see any customers in the fucking store. Let's face it, most people don't give a flying fuck about Bed Bath and Beyond's overpriced fucking shit. The only time I've ever bought anything from Bed Bath and Beyond was that one time to make my then wife fucking shut the fuck up. And the shit she bought, all of it, like, no good, broke apart or whatever. It's fucking Bed Bath and Beyond. Go suck fucking dick. And then, if something's on sale, like those stainless steel pans or something like that, right? Well, yeah, fuck, man. $10 pan. That motherfucker cost, $80, brand new. Like, you buy it in a set, you ain't gonna save much more. I'll buy that fucking pan. But that's all Bed Bath & Beyond is good for. You go in there and look at what's on sale, and if nothing on sale is what you're going to buy, then you walk right back the fuck out. That's what I would do if I went into a Bed Bath & Beyond. South Carolina's abortion ban has been rejected by an appeals court. God. Look, man, there's too many people in this country to fucking be putting a ban on abortion. Now in China, you can do that. The leader could say, okay, no abortion. Anybody get abortion? You torture them to death for 10 days. And then that would be the fucking law, you fucking Gestapo faggot. And the reason I use that language is simple because whether you're a Christian or not, and you're against abortion, who the fuck are you to dictate to everybody else that they can't have a fucking abortion? And that shouldn't come with any mandatory restraints like, well, this person's not educated about God's word. Or, well, this person's not educated about fetuses in the human body. Or whatever. This is not your fucking call. You're not the fucking Hitler of America. There should be certain abortions allowed. I'm going to say that, and I'm pro-life, but I'm going to tell you now. If you were about to have a baby that had no fucking bones in his body but was still breathing and living, does anybody here really think that you should have to give birth to such a fucking blob of shit? I don't fucking think so. I mean, you step on it and have a heart attack. So either way, you could abort that motherfucker. No, I'm just saying. This stupid shit they put in the fucking news these days. And then we got old Putin. They deployed the fastest hypersonic missile, Zircon, in the Atlantic Ocean. Which, if these missiles are fired at a boat, they're easy to shoot down. These missiles are only effective on land. And they're not 100%. You can shoot them down pretty good. So this is why Donald Trump was talking about the United States building a hypersonic jet fighter with laser capability so they could shoot down them fucking missiles with ease. No, a lot of you motherfuckers probably believe that fake news bullshit. Donald Trump has lost his mind. He wants to build a hypersonic jet fighter. Wow, what for? What could possibly be a purpose? You can't do any dogfighting at that speed. And you want to arm me? What a fucking goof. Fucking idiot Donald Trump. So you don't get to hear the other side of that story. Well, what could you use such a plane for? Well, shooting down hypersonic missiles, you stupid fuck. That's one. I think of several more, by the way, but that's good enough for me. Build the motherfuckers. You know? Again, hyper scare news. Russia, missiles launched. Yeah, they're at fucking war. So, of course, they're launching missiles. Let me think about that one for a minute. Duh. Van Dijk's injury, and he's not Van Dyck. Not even pronounced that way. Although people want you to believe there is this non-white gay version of a man with that name. They wish Van Dyck was fucking gay. But Van Dijk injury blow for Liverpool. Klopp confirms defender will miss more than a month. Hey, technically, maybe you should fucking retire, right? Who gives a fuck? I'm not even into that bullshit. I mean, does anybody give a fuck about some cocksucker from another country who plays for another fucking team? I mean, you really got to be into that sport to even think about giving a fuck. And I don't watch no foreign fucking sports. Now, if I'm living in that country, well, I might get into the sports there. But as an outsider, makes me pissed the fuck off you're even posting this shit. I got to follow this one under the news that will piss you off category. You know? Because you're pissed off because it's even fucking posted as news. Wolfie sprained his ankle. He's going to miss work for 3 days. Seriously, Wolfie, I like you, but who gives a fuck outside of your little community peoples? I'm sorry, Wolfie. Motherfucker's missing work for 3 days. Yeah, I hope you get better soon, Wolfie. Hey, if we're lucky, he'll be out for 3 weeks. Uh, yeah, Wolfie. Hey, man, good luck healing, man. You should try some of that arrow bipotic leaf or whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, try that and wrap it up. Right, just wrap the leaves up around your ankle. It'll help with the pain a lot. Yeah, motherfucker goes and does it. This shit ain't doing nothing. Who the fuck told me about this? T Bob, you lied to me, motherfucker. Well, did you grind it up and then did you mix it with fucking olive oil and did you put in a little bit of fucking ground up fucking rice after you cooked it and and all of this? Did you put in all the ingredients you're supposed to with that leaf? See, this could be the disconnect here, buddy. And you're supposed to put a lot of pepper in there too. You just tell them that so that they puts a wrap around his fucking ankle. He could feel a little something, right? Must be working. The fucking pepper. Yeah, that's what's working. No, but people aren't this fucking stupid. Let's face it, we're just not. And we get into this shit when we know people, but there's a big difference between knowing somebody and giving a flying fuck about a donkey and goddamn Liverpool that fucking sprung his ankle and he's going to be out of commission for, maybe a few weeks. Wait a minute. Do they got donkeys in Liverpool? I'm just curious. I don't even fucking know. But I just made up some good fake news you motherfuckers can post tomorrow, by the way. T Bob said donkeys exist in Liverpool, so you know that they do, because I said so. And there is a donkey in Liverpool that just sprained his fucking ankle, and fuck, he's going to be out of work for 3 weeks. That poor family, they're a donkey down now. Oh, my poor little heart. Can I donate some money to that family? Next fucking stupid retard thought on the fucking chart, right? I'm trying to look at see what even his fucking injury is. Even though personally, I mean, I wouldn't even be looking. I don't even give a flying fuck. But I'm doing this live stream. Oh, he's got muscle strain. Oh, the poor fella. God damn, go take some fucking painkillers like those NFL gladiators and get back in there and play some fucking. You're not allowed to take no fucking time off just because you're in a little pain. Fucking sissy. See, soccer's a sport for the sissies. And I've always said that. It's a sissy sport. It really is in a lot of ways. Very sissy. Fuck, man, I'm gonna have to get a fucking mouse to go with this piece of shit. Sometimes it don't want to work properly. Okay, so some gay tennis player, I guess he walked outside somewhere and delighted his fans by actually talking to people. Look, guys, I don't care about this athlete. He's everything that I would not support. Plus, he's Canadian, so he's a little commie, well, he's a commie bitch. You know what I'm saying? All Canadians are communists. They just ain't figured it out yet. You see, because they're too busy getting stoned. Like, oh, dude, are you gonna go down and vote today? Yeah, we can. Think I'd just rather sit at home, get stoned all day long. Oh, it sounded like a good idea right there. Yeah. Here, yeah, fuck voting. Uh, uh, that's a fucking typical Canadian for you. Like voting, like let me see, voting or sit at home and get stoned. Got any beer to go with that stuff? I mean, the Canadians are slaves. They've sold themselves into slavery like that. And I believe that's how Democrats took over. You got to admit, ever since they made marijuana legal in Canada, Canada went to the left. Canada has one of the worst world leaders of any country on the fucking planet that's ever fucking existed. And Canadians are basically bitch ass faggots for the most part. Nobody likes you fucking Canadians. I don't like you motherfuckers. I ain't even met you. Most of you. But Canada could go fuck a goat and ass for all anybody gives a flying fuck about. Because they've been taken over by the communists and the fucking oligarchies of the world. This is how stupid your average fucking Canadian is. They see a piece of news and they're like, oh, wow. Oh, that poor guy is injured for 3 weeks. Oh, his little muscles hurt. I wonder which one. Oh, God, I can massage the right one. Oh, I know. Me too. Oh, just exactly what I was thinking. That poor Will Pecker. Now they're crying over some fucking injury that don't exist because this is what you Looney Tunes do. You dream up imaginary fucking shit in your head and then you get yourselves all in a fucking wad and you cry about it. And the shit ain't even fucking real. U.S. job growth for December is strong. Why? Because it's 5 points less than when Trump was in office his first year in December. Let me think about that for a minute. Okay. Yeah. Job growth is strong. You know, this definitely belongs in the fake news category, and I'll tell you how I know this. I look around. I don't see any more new jobs created. I see all the same out of work motherfuckers tromp around with no fucking job right now. Good jobs are definitely like a needle in a fucking haystack. And yet they want to say there's job growth. No, you got the fucking convenience store told his fucking helper to suck his fucking dick or he's fired. Well, the guy looked at him and said, fuck you, motherfucker, and walked out. See, and then that's why there's a help sign in the window. It doesn't read right. It says help wanted. It should read dick sucker needed ASAP. Here's another piece of news that's so stupid it don't belong in the international news. Norway crane crash, 1 injured. In today's news, what else do we got? Well, we got a tree that fell on a boy. Print that! Lamestream news. That's what category that fucking news belongs in. Now, Joe Biden, in my opinion, here's another piece of news out. It's really geared just to piss you off. Joe Biden to expand migrant program at southern border, continue to use Title 42. See, this is where Joe Biden should be tried for treason because now all of the fucking the three governors, well, I don't count California as part of America. I count California as part of Red China. It's more communist in China. I think they're trying to impress China with their Gestapo Heil Hitler tactics, passing every fucking law in the world. No more eating chewing gum because the packages, people are throwing them on the ground. Damn it. Really? Can't chew chewing gum no more? Well, you can, but it has to come in paper, not plastic. Shut the fuck up. Look, we know that Biden and the Democrats are paying for these illegals to come into America. That's already came out on the fucking news. Now, see, that's real news. So this is no surprise to me that he's doing this. What is a shocker to me is that he has not been tried for fucking treason yet. Because if it were within my power, I would arrest a motherfucker and put him up on charges. I would let you all be the fucking judges out there in America. Let's have all across American motherfucking, y'all be the fucking jury trial. And let's get Joe Biden found guilty of fucking treason right fucking now, because I could tell you where my vote would go. Guilty. Beyond a shadow of a fucking doubt. And if I know I could get him found that fucking guilty, then the motherfucker's guilty. He's more guilty than at least 60% of every motherfucker that's been arrested, charged, and prosecuted with murder. Now, it might be fake news. I'll say 40%. Because our legal system's so pathetic. I mean, look at this motherfucker here. Oh, his DNA was at the crime scene. So he's guilty, right? Well, how do you know? How do you know he's not a butt lover of a couple of them dudes over there for all we know? We don't fucking know. So don't believe everything just because you hear it. And don't go beyond what you fucking hear. All you hear is they got a suspect. And his DNA was found at the fucking crime scene. Outside of that, you don't know jack goddamn fucking shit about that. Or about that guy. You can't call him guilty yet. You don't know. And even just because the jury might find him guilty does not mean he's guilty. They don't have one shred of fucking evidence that says this man killed those people. Now the DA's got to do is prove that he had a relationship with at least one person at that fucking location. And he should be walking home scot-free. Trying to pull some bullshit up here on this fake news bullshit. I got a little surprise for you in this live stream, though. I mean, kind of. Epiphany celebrated in Greece after 2 years of restrictions. You notice how they do the headlines this way? So if you want to know what the fucking news is about, you got to click on one of them deals. So somebody's getting a free click over some possibly bullshit news. And I know this because 90% of all the fucking news I'm going to read to you today should not even be listed as news. It should be listed as bullshit. A pilgrim. Oh, we still have pilgrims to this day. Did you know that? There's still people running around in big, tall sail ships that go land in unknown foreign lands and become pilgrims? So right off the bat, I see the word a and then the word pilgrim. I'm out of there, guys. I don't give a fuck what else is written in that fucking news. Like me, myself, personally, and if I see that fucking written to start the fucking story with, I'm done right there. I don't need to read anymore. I can tell you right now, this was written by some uneducated, overly educated, sissy little left-wing bitch. This is not even 100% guarantee. This is 10 trillion times guaranteed here. 10 trillion out of 10 trillion. Some little sissy faggot little bitch wrote this article. Because there's nobody in their right mental capacity going to start out a fucking sentence with a pilgrim. How about a possible immigrant? That would be more correct terminology, wouldn't it, if he's an immigrant? This guy's not even an immigrant. He's just a fucking local dude. But oh, that wouldn't make the story sound amazing. I'm gonna get rich because I know how to write words that make people go, ah. Who the fuck is this writer? If this motherfucker wrote for my company, you're fired. Get the fuck out of here. And then I call somebody and say, make sure that motherfucker ain't breathing tonight. Because I couldn't live with myself knowing I allowed that kind of fucking stupid to continue to exist. I'm just kidding, YouTube. It's a joke. Don't take it seriously. The guy's really stupid, though, to start out a fucking conversation like this, right? So he goes on to say, a pilgrim kissed the cross during an epiphany ceremony to bless the sea. So now you got to throw in some stupid ass fucking word, epiphany, as in he just woke up and realized that he needed to say a prayer for the sea. Hi ya ya ya, hi ya ya ya, Indian rain dance. Ah! And here come the clouds because, well, it's that time of year, it's going to fucking rain. And it fucking rains, and god damn, here we have Turkey Day. How many people actually believe God caused it to rain so that we could have Turkey Day every year? Raise your hand. Stupid, 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 and fuck that motherfucker stupid every time. It's coincidence. And I love God. I know God, but I'll tell you right now, Turkey is based on some bullshit. At least Turkey Day is. I like the holiday, though, because it symbolizes pilgrims, real pilgrims, coming over to this country, and eventually all of them pilgrims coming over here, we won the day, and we took this fucking country, and it's ours, and that's all there is to it. And thank God, right? I mean, just think if Mexico would have took this country. Oh, God damn. What a fucked up world we'd be living in right now, right? What if communist Canada had this country? Oh, shit, man. The fucking king dictators of Britain would be running this piece of shit. Or the queen of bullshit fucking United Kingdom or some shit like that, right? You know what I got to say to all the other countries out there that wish you owned America? And all you independent races out there that for the sake of your race you wish you owned this country. Fuck yeah. because we Americans own this country. And there ain't no skin tone in that, because you can go to fucking drive down the street and you're probably going to see a Mexican, a Chinese girl, a Vietnamese guy, fucking Russian. Well, you definitely see a lot of Chinese motherfuckers, all right? Did you get close enough to see top secret invisible jet? No, too much security. We get caught, we do that one. That come off the list. Okay. I have to keep asking you about it though, because China wants that fucking jet. I mean, this is the kind of motherfuckers we got in America from all kinds of countries, right? We just let them right on in. Come on in. The water is fine, boys. Oh my God, where art thou? Another movie made by another communist faggot. It was a funny movie, though, some parts of it. I tell you. Especially when he squashed that fucking frog right in front of everybody, right? And y'all know that was fake, right? It was rubber. It was a rubber frog. There were no guts to come out of the frog when he squashed it. But anyway, but it was funny. And you're like, oh god dang, you just squashed that motherfucker. Oh shit. And that was a big deal to some people, I guess. But the same people that want you bent over and raped, fucked up your ass because they think that, well, everybody has to be gay or you're homophobic, motherfucker. Ooh. Yeah, fuck you motherfuckers too. Somebody should cut your fucking head off for thinking that way. So anyways, they got this guy who actually believes in spiritual gods, what I like to call them. Like, yeah, God exists, but very rare is God going to interfere with something on earth, especially the fucking ocean. God's got everything right where he wants it. The more people suffering out there is good for God. Because you're here for a test of faith. And if he could keep throwing shit at you and make you turn anti-God, that makes him smile, because that's one less fucking motherfucker in the house of heaven that he got to fucking feed. There's only room for so many people up there. The rest of you got to go. That's not true, but it's symbolic of that, though, see. Because, well, let's face it, if you didn't have a test of faith, then you're not sincere when you say that you love God. You're like all these other Bible-thumping motherfucking pieces of shit that run around and say, I love God. Here's my Bible right here. But I think that Negroid over there should be fucking strung up and tarred and feathered. Don't hit me. I'm holding the Bible. And yet that motherfucker holding the Bible is the one that probably need to be strung up. Right? We see a lot of that shit going on in today's day and age. I mean, a lot of it. A lot of it. Fucking liberals are the fucking worst at it too, right? Them and their Black Lives Matter. Remember, I was walking down the street holding fucking Bibles and shouting out bullshit. And the whole thing was a fairy tale. It was all a Democratic slush fund. God's going to bless the sea. Why would he do that? Do you honestly think God intended for earth to be heaven? A paradise? Fuck no. God intended earth to be exactly what the fuck it is. And he's in charge. So your prayer for the fucking ocean, it ain't going to fall on deaf ears, buddy. I got to tell you. And if anybody's this stupid of a fucking Christian, I got to question their brain capacity. Like, how easily could I convert this guy to Satanism? If I can get him thrown in prison, butt fucked up the ass about 3,000 times, then we'll let him out and you know, get some gay guys to go pull their dicks out in front of him just to see if he'll suck it or not. If he sucks it, he's gay. This is the stupidest fucking shit on the planet right here. This fucking little post right here, right? At a suburb in Piraeus port near Athens, Greece. Now, here's the misnomer here. We're talking fucking Greece. Greece is one of the least Christian countries on the face of the planet. You are talking about a lot of homosexual activity if you're talking about Greece. And they're going to run a Christian made up story, this like biblical story in today's day and age, using some bullshit fucking immigrant that they call a pilgrim to give us some bullshit Christian story like this. Go shove it up your fucking ass, motherfuckers. Friday, January 6, 2023, by tradition, a crucifix is cast into the waters off of a lake or a river, and it is believed that the person who retrieves it will be freed from evil spirits and will be healthy through the year. Only the year, though. So one guy, I guess he's going to throw a cross out there, and 10 million motherfuckers going to dive in the water to get that cross. How many motherfuckers are going to get drowned? Is that Christian? No, it's not, but okay, so I got to tell you, if I was an idiot and I believed in this voodoo magic, and I seen you pick that cross up, I'd grab that cross and I'd hold your fucking head down. Then I'd grab you between my legs and put a leg lock on you. You know, the kind that you ain't ever coming up from out of that water. And I'm going to get up with that cross unless somebody does that to me. Then the next, then the next, then the next. Anybody could end up with that fucking cross. Just got to kill enough motherfuckers. This is how I picture a story like this. This is like, let's go hunting for the golden fleece. How about the Ark of the Covenant? Because he who finds that has eternal life. Which is bullshit, by the way. I'm just saying. There's some motherfuckers out there that would believe you if you put them in the right scenario. Like, I paid good money for this information. It really exists. I'm a billionaire, and I want to find the Ark of the Covenant because I want eternal life. And if you help me by killing those 30 motherfuckers over there guarding what they call the Ark of the Covenant, I will let you have eternal life with me. How about that? You do all the work, and I'm going to share what you got with you. Be like, fuck you. You want them dead? Go kill them yourself, fuckface. But this is one of them stories that is total bullshit. It's total bullshit. These kind of agnostic Christians actually do believe, but you gotta look at where their people come from. These people were believing that some bulls held magical powers, or that they were blessed by a deity. So, you know, you're talking about countries not far removed, by the way, from that land, right up that fucking mountain right there, where people even today hold the white bull as sacred. You're not allowed to kill it and eat it like every other fucking bull. But let me tell you about the white bull. The white bull is just another fucking bull. You stupid fucking moron, idiot, fucking retards. I gotta tell you, I don't understand this train of thought. How people could be led like fucking sheep like this? It must come from a lack of education or lack of self-awareness. But yet, there it is right there, right in front of your eyes. This is like people putting news up there so you can laugh at these motherfuckers for how stupid they are. Therefore, Christianity must not be real. It must be stupid, and you should be laughing at all Christians. This is a hate post right here against Christians, because those people I would not consider a real Christian. I would consider these people fucking lost. Again, this should be listed as hate post, not fucking news. Look, if you right now drive down to the fucking ocean somewhere, just pick a spot. Get you a big old 2 foot long fucking cross. Stop on the middle of the fucking freeway on the fucking bridge and throw that motherfucker in the ocean and say a prayer for God to bless that ocean with a lot of gold. And you'll be the first to notice it. And you'll go run a boat out with a big vacuum and stick it down under the water and suck up all that gold. You're just going to be blessed as the next richest man in the world, because you've been storing all that gold on property you bought 30 stories down. That's how far you dug. And it's too much. People finally notice when you got a big mountain of fucking gold, like 90 feet tall, right? God damn. You think that's real gold over there? I don't know. I don't know. He got armed guards around it, though. I'm pretty sure that's real gold. I mean, let's face it. God's not going to put gold in no goddamn fucking bit of water just for you. Oh, I'm sure there's a gold nugget out there for you somewhere, but you're going to have to go find that. It's just this story is so fucking stupid. I can't stand bullshit stories like this. It really is that fucking stupid, guys, I gotta tell you. Celsius was sued over crypto fraud. Let me tell you guys, it's pretty fucking obvious. When you have a company, and this company right here loses a lawsuit, let's say, and owes $1 million to somebody, it is illegal for you to pretend now that company filed bankruptcy, went out of business, while opening up the identical business under another name. Because all you did is change the company name by law. So that is called fraud, right? Well, anytime you put out 10 million fucking cryptocurrencies and fuck everybody, and then decide, uh-oh, I went too far, they're going to throw me in prison. And you then, even before you get noticed and have charges put against you, you close that company and open up a twin right there, a new company. That wasn't you that did that over there. That don't exist. You honestly think you're going to get away with this kind of fraud? Nope. And it always starts out in the terms of a lawsuit. Any names come to mind that you guys know that are into that stupid cryptocurrency bullshit? Peloton fined $19 million in a fatal treadmill accident. A 6-year-old had at least a dozen injuries from which it died from, or he, or she, whatever. And I gotta tell you guys, if I'm sitting on that jury, my answer is going to be no to a lawsuit, with the addition that that family be brought up on criminal negligence charges. Because it ain't the company's fault what took place. Whose fault that is? The responsibility of the fucking parents. Or a parent that was at home that allowed that child to get around that piece of machinery. Epiphany agrees with the fucking cross. God, that's the dumbest fucking shit I ever heard of. This is not a call for you guys to be Christians. This is a call to see how many stupid motherfuckers will read that fucking news and believe it. Or to think that those people believe it. It's not even, it don't even fucking make sense to begin with. Now you motherfuckers are marching down the streets with crosses, right? In LA, they're going to be throwing a cross into the fucking ocean. Bunch of people are going to dive in the water and get ate by fucking sharks. I want that cross. What the fuck? Oh, Southwest Airlines meltdown. Southwest Airlines put up roughly $8 million price tag on cancellation meltdown. More stupid news. Yeah, this is real business news, but it belongs in business news, not news. Because this ain't no fucking news I give a fuck about. Like, I could read into it, I'm sure, and find out, oh, yeah, it makes sense, and that makes sense, and that makes, but together, this shit ain't gonna make no sense. It's just fucking stupid business news. I'm not invested in the Southwest Airlines. So if they go out of business, let me check how many I give a fucks exist. Okay, let me get one I give a fuck. Go on once, go on twice, I give a fuck. Somebody's got to give a fuck, even though you're not invested in the company. These are non-invested in the company. I give a fuck. There's got to be one out there somewhere. Do I hear it going once? Do I hear it going twice? Zero I give a fucks about Southwestern fucking Airlines. Absolute fucking zero. And that's most people in the world today. So why is this posted as fucking news? Because you want to cater to the 0.01% class out there of people. That's about how many people fly Southwest anyway, right? So who gives a fuck? LGBTQ activist Edwin Chiloba. Well, the guy's from Kenya, first of all. So for him to go join a hate gang called the LGBTQ, and I will stand by that statement, YouTube, because in many countries like Sierra Leone, South Africa, Peru, many other fucking countries, the LGBTQ is listed as a fucking hate gang. So even though it's not the case in America, the LGBTQ is considered a hate gang by the majority of people on this fucking planet. So I stand behind that fucking statement unless you can prove me wrong, which I don't think you can. Because I'll take that argument up with any of your fucking speakers any goddamn day of the fucking week. I could be sick as a dog and win that fucking argument. So, first of all, he's from Kenya. Second of all, he's gay. And third of all, he belongs to the LGBTQ community. And he's an activist. And he was found dead inside a metal box on the roadside. I don't see fingerprints found, murderers identified. I don't see any of that going on. So this is going to have to be one of those newsprints where I guess they're hoping for a witness. Maybe. This belongs in the possible news story category because it ain't even fucking news yet. And this is news that probably not many gay motherfuckers even give a fuck about. Let alone straight people. So again, news geared and directed and aimed at the 0.01% crowd of the world. Why is that? First of all, I question the validity of this news. I want to see some proof that this motherfucker died and that was his body. Hey, if I had $10 million, you know how easy it would be for me to get a Kenya student in here and then to pretend that we found them dead in a metal box and then give them some money and they could fly back to Kenya with a lot of fucking money. Be pretty fucking easy. And I can sit back and laugh at all you motherfuckers while smoking a cigar and crossing my legs and going, yes, people will believe anything that I print because I am that fucking good. You know, this is a bullshit story again I don't give a fuck about. Number one, the guy ain't even American. And I'm straight. He's gay. So I really don't give a fuck. You know, if they found 20 gay motherfuckers dumped in a fucking garbage can somewhere after being totally fucking mutilated. Personally, I don't care. Now, I probably would if that were the case. I mean, you know, you probably at some point you go, God damn, what the fuck's wrong with people going around killing people? You know, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But, you know, if it gets political, then it makes sense. So now you got to ask yourself, why was he fucking killed and put into a little metal box like that? I said little metal box. Oh, Bob could be a suspect. How did you know it was little? Were you out on such and such day, on such and such month, or such and such this year? Motherfucker. Well, I don't goddamn remember. Here, fucking arrest me. How stupid these motherfuckers are. They're bullshit news that nobody gives a flying fuck about. You know, when you learn why this guy was killed, and if it's something worth talking about, then post it as news. Other than that, this is the potentially news category. Like, this ain't even fucking news. What, I'm supposed to feel sorry for because some faggot probably tried to rape a little boy and they sliced his body up in little parts and put him in a metal box and threw him out at the fucking roadside? Now, you can say that I don't know that's what happened any more than you know a fucking thing about what happened. So shut the fuck up. This ain't even fucking news. See where I'm going with this? The fucking news that they print these days is the biggest, bogus, most worthless fucking news on the planet. I would put that news higher than most all of the other fucking news that I read. Besides Putin launching those hypersonic missiles. That's a big one. We want to know about that. And Joe Biden news. All you're telling me is that the current president should be arrested and tried for treason. That's all you're telling me with that fucking news. Again and again and again and again. I keep hearing Biden, 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 and I keep thinking traitor, traitor, traitor. That's all I hear. So why are you just keep printing the bullshit? I don't get it. Nobody gives a fuck about Biden. He's a worthless piece of shit of a human being, let alone a president. Soccer died at age 58. Can we file this under sports news? Because I don't give a fuck. See, a guy like me would want to throw this fucking news in the fucking trash. It wouldn't even be allowed in my fucking newspaper unless I got that category over there, sports news. Then you can hide it in a little small section where the fuck you want. Over in that fucking section that I'm not going to fucking read. McCarthy sees new progress, but no deal yet in the speaker fight. House Speaker. Okay, don't be stupid. Well, this is politics, and it's American politics, and well, I'm American. So I am a little bit curious about this fucking news right here. I'm curious enough that I'm actually going to click on it and go read, what the fuck is this about now? Who, what, where, when, or is it something I already fucking know? Same old bullshit that you posted fucking last month, you know? The same old fucking rhinos got a new name. They call them the Taliban 20, even though there's about 36 of them. They call them the Taliban 20. These a lot of them are the log cabin Republicans this time. So now I got to talk shit about you fucking gay Republicans causing problems over there in the fucking Republican side of things. Like, motherfuckers, y'all need to stick stripper, go become a fucking bunch of Democrats. Nobody gives a fuck. It's just 20 motherfuckers will vote out of office. No problem. So Kevin McCarthy takes on the Taliban 20. This is epic news, according to the way they wrote it, right? He's in a standoff with the Taliban 20. And I'm telling you right now, most people in the world do not give a fuck whatsoever. Man, they went at it for 3 grueling days. Oh, it's so grueling to have to take a nice clean bath and put on a suit and then have to go run your fucking mouth and argue your point and try to get votes in your direction. Oh, that's just so grueling. You know, that's what the fuck you were elected to do. It's your fucking job. God damn the way they write this fucking news today. It's just so goddamn stupid as fuck. See, and they keep writing this news in such a way that it really makes people want to fucking maybe consider going out and killing a motherfucker. Because it just really pisses you off the way that they write the fucking news these days, right? It's pretty fucking ridiculous, if you ask me. I do like McCarthy's Freedom Caucus. I do like the Freedom Caucus way more than I like any goddamn thing Democrat. If you notice Democrat parties, they got so many of these little Democrat parties. One of them's called the Communist Democrat Party. That's the party that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez actually belonged to when she got elected into office. See, she since left that group and joined the regular Democrats because she's so popular they just had to have her. But she is a communist. Don't forget that. Fucking nose itches. So they're trying to get this fucking speaker appointed and they're fighting over it like a bunch of little bitches. That's basically all it comes down to. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? You want me to color code it for you or lie to you? Of course, the news lies to you every fucking day, and y'all believe that bunch of hogwash. Republican Chip Roy are working in good faith. I'm not a big Chip Roy supporter, by the way, for those of you who did not know that. I only didn't go after Chip because we didn't want the competition voted in there. So it was just the lesser of the two Democrats. One of them calls himself a fucking Republican. Okay? I'm not a big Chip Roy fan. He's not really a Christian, in my opinion. The guy's full of fucking shit from head to fucking toe. He wades in it. Everything about the guy is bogus that you hear about him. The guy's a walking fraud machine. One of the things that's come to light is the rules that they set from one party to the next. When the Democrats get power, they shut the fucking Republicans up. I think the Republicans should do the exact opposite to them piece of shit Democrats when they take power. You know, treat others how you get treated. The other side of that fucking story where they say treat others how you would want to be treated. Well, the other part of that fucking saying is, and it's kind of obvious, treat others how they treat you. And that's how I live my life. You come at me with a sword and can I find a gun somewhere and blow your brains out? I mean, let's think about it for a minute. Really, that's all this is about is the rules by which they're going to proceed to go about doing something or doing business in the house. That's all this bullshit is about. It's not about anything else. This is like a part of the election news that, yeah, it's important, but it's out of your fucking hands. You've already voted for who you're going to vote for. So we put it over there in a political news, but way down into that little category where it says potential government news or political news. It's really government news. And outside of that, it's normal. I mean, if people don't know what's going on when it comes to that, well, let them just be blissfully fucking stupid, okay? That's what I say. I will read that news, and I just did, but at the end of the day, it's not news. It's just not. So why is it listed up there as news? This fucking computer, like the one, every fucking time you don't intend to tap it, you just lightly touch it, you tapped it. And then when you're trying to tap something, you gotta pound this motherfucker to get it to fucking tap something. And then all you gotta do is touch it. Normal, boom, and it taps. These fucking Chromebooks are the worst goddamn computers I ever seen in my life. The man charged in Takeoff's death was released on $1 million bond. Where did this motherfucker get $100,000 if he's just a normal working guy? Because he didn't. This guy ain't even old enough to own shit. But he does because he's a My Ghost rapper. Quavo drops heartfelt tribute to Takeover or Takeoff in new song. Oh, who gives a fuck? Just all that rap news, as though anybody really gives a fuck about rap. I can't believe rap even exists anymore, the way they go around killing each other, right? How dumb this fucking shit is. The whole way of life is fucking fraudulent. It's stupid. And you know what I say to all of you rap motherfuckers? Fuck you. Right there. Every fucking one of you. Because your lifestyle sucks dick. If you rap, you're a dick sucker, in my opinion. I mean, if you're actually a rapper, I don't give a fuck about you. You could end up dead or shoot somebody else. I still don't. I look at you like, there's no stupid motherfucker right here. So I'm going to say this guy's guilty with my experience of the human race throughout my entire life. I'm going to say right now he's leaning way heavy over there on the side of being guilty because he was able to make a $1 million bond. And he's arrested and charged with killing someone. Now, you can call me fruity as a nutcase. I don't care. I say this motherfucker's guilty. I'll be shocked if somebody don't kill him while he's out on the streets. Now them rappers are. We the gang, man. We are peace, love, and just our family right here, man. Fuck that mother and father family bullshit. We family. Those are stupid motherfuckers. I swear to God. That goddamn volcano in Hawaii went off again, right? You knew that it was. It's an active volcano. What part of that do you not understand? The word active? What do you mean from the word active? On? Yeah, I don't understand none of that. What did that mean? No shit, the volcano went off again. Okay. that over there on important for Hawaiians. Nobody else gives a fuck news. Because unless you're an investor and you want to buy that newly created land that this volcano is going to create, nobody gives a fuck. Now, in the world of sports news, Mikaela Shiffrin is one win away from the record after 81st World Cup victory. Now that is fucking news. Because it's sports. And a whole new record is fixing to be set. And guess what else it does? Well, it gives us another GOAT in another sport that is female. With this win, she becomes the world's greatest skier ever. Bar none. That's it. This is the end of the fucking discussion. Mikaela is, well, you might as well call it now. She's the greatest fucking skier that ever fucking existed. Period. And it's not even close. This is up there at the Simone Biles level. Maybe just starting out, but she's pretty young. She's got a whole life ahead of her. And but wow, what a story, right there. Now that is fucking news I want to hear about. But again, it belongs over there in the sports category. A former senator is found dead. Well, when you are known for visiting Jeffrey Epstein's island, I'm not shocked at all. No, I'm just kidding. This guy never did. To my knowledge, he was his name was on the list though. Do y'all remember that list when they first came out with it, where they found that list where people went in and they looked at the plane records, and even of these private airports, because they have to keep a list. So they went in and they found all of the people's names that they could that had visited Jeffrey Epstein's island. And then of course the list went into fairy tale land, because like Donald Trump himself had never even been to Jeffrey Epstein's island. Somebody just threw his name on the list, a bunch of other names. But the original list that first came out had very few names on it, because these people kept running up against the brick wall. These companies don't have to tell you who the fuck flew on that plane. Like if I got a plane that I own, I don't got to tell anybody who took off on that plane just because it went from here to that island and back. Might have been nobody on it. In fact, I might have been hired just to deliver some fucking special beer. Real talk, have you thought about that? Yeah, because you got to fly everything in from the islands. And that is when these people just started making up names because they couldn't get nothing, because they're stupid. His name was on the original list, is what I'm saying. But most people don't believe that he was involved in any kind of extracurricular activity, because nothing like that has ever surrounded his personnel in any kind of fucking way. My problem that I had with him is he got along with Mr. Brain Aneurysm, John McCain. They used to go at it on certain things, but at the end of the day, he got along with the guy too well for me. I would never have gotten along with John McCain. Like, I would have never gotten along with John McCain. And if I were a super rich guy, I think I would have had him killed like 30 years ago, because he deserves a death penalty after killing all those fucking Navy personnel. He should have been put to death back then. But when your daddy's an admiral, it's like a general in the Army. It's hard to convict a general's son of something like that, because, well, he's a fucking general. He can order for evidence to be thrown out and shit like that. You'd be very surprised at the power of a general. And for that story to even come out is a miracle in and of itself. About how he was irresponsible and he caused that fire on that aircraft carrier. John McCain should have never been in an elected position. That's one of the worst mistakes that this country's ever made. Is right there. John McCain. But that is news that the guy died because he was in the political arena. But again, I would put this over there in the political news category, not just all out news that, yeah, everybody wants to hear about this. Actually, nobody gives a flying fuck. The 0.000000000000001% of the town of go fuck yourself gives a fuck. The rest of the people don't give a fuck. And there ain't but 2 people live in that town. Kind of shit, right? Now, I'm sure it's more than that, but nobody gives a fuck. Ovidio Guzman has been arrested. That's the son of El Chapo, one of them. Fucking his drug ties and his drug dealing and shit like that. And rightfully so. I mean, it's a bad guy. He needs to go down. He's been too well protected by the LGBT community for too long, and the Democrats. The Democrats, they work as hard as they can to protect people like this. And that's another problem with you voting Democrat. Fucking 6-year-old boy was killed by the treadmill. Okay, I don't even want to hear this as news unless you are prosecuting mommy and daddy or daddy or whoever the fucking adult was there that allowed that kid to be that close to that kind of fucking machinery that you fucking purchased, right? That's who the blame belongs on, not the fucking maker of the product. Oh, let me see. The guns are guilty. They kill people. Wrong. It's the person holding the gun that killed whoever, right? These fucking people make no fucking sense whatsoever. Now we got people suing companies of treadmill manufacturers because they allowed their son to be killed by this machine. Think about this for a minute. You own a tractor. It's got a big old tall scoop on that motherfucker on one end. And it's got the regular bulldozer scoop it up on the other side of it, right? And it's sitting right out there right now running. And you decide to get off of your tractor, leave it running, run all the way back to the house, into the house, just so you could take a shit. You could have took a shit out there, in the field. Or maybe not. Maybe it's one of those situations. You should turn the motherfucker off, right? But no, you leave it on. You leave it on. And your 8-year-old kid climbs up there and accidentally gets that motherfucker moving. And then, well, he gets scared, jumps off the motherfucker, and he don't make it. So he gets twists around underneath the tracks and dies. Who's at fault? The people that made that tractor? The people that made that tractor? Or the parent who left it on? Who's calling?
Hello.
Hello?
Someone was calling me from this number.
No, actually, somebody was calling me from your number.
Well, I have no idea, sir. I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
Yeah, you need to go take a fucking get real pill, you stupid bitch. Unless somebody's using the app to fuck with people, that's funny. You go call people and say, somebody was calling me from this number. Hello. Like, I took a long time to answer. Most people don't take that long. But as soon as I answered, she's already waiting to talk to somebody. Shut the fuck up, bitch. You know? That bullshit. Somebody was calling me from that number. That don't even sound believable, you stupid fucking people. I'm telling you. It's a crank call. Okay, tree falls on boy. Which generally is news in a roundabout way, but it's a redwood tree. So first of all, it's a hardwood tree. Now, why did a redwood tree fall on the boy? Well, anytime it rains a lot, it's kind of what you call, I know this is a foreign language to a lot of you people out there, but there's no other way to explain it is to explain it to you like this. It's what you call common fucking sense. When you got rain, trees suck up a lot of like way too much water, and they become very limp. Like, I'm too full of water, right? Like a sponge instead of hard, like a hard piece of redwood tree. Now it's all got all this water in it, and it's been raining for a long time. No matter how much bark it's got on it, it's still going to get what you call wet. It's going to suck that water into it and become kind of spongy. Now you put that together with tall winds, and obviously there's going to be some trees falling down. The combination of that makes it pretty easy for wind to blow over trees. Ta-da! Okay, because that tree was actually at its strongest when it wasn't raining. That 100-mile-an-hour wind is not going to blow over that redwood tree. There ain't no fucking way in hell. But you mix it with a lot of rain and a bunch of water sucked up into that tree, and now it just push it right on over. And of course, at some point in that height of that tree, it's going to bust. Probably at the bottom where it's got the most water sucked up. But it's going to fall over, irregardless. So that in and of itself is like a no-brainer. Trees are going to fall. The tree fell on a home, though. So this is an absolute accident. Nobody's guilty. I mean, you can't prosecute the parents for having their child at home safe in his bed or wherever the fuck he was at in the house, right? So nobody to be prosecuted here. No chance of that. Oh, wait a minute. Are these people going to sue God? Let me think about that for a minute. No, I'm just fucking with you. But anyway, there's some people out there that if I fed that story to enough people, there'd probably be 100,000 people out there or whatever believe that shit. Somebody's suing God. Oh my God. Yeah, I heard that in the news today. I hope they win that lawsuit against God. I think he needs to pay up. It's about time that God paid up. Right? You get these fucking LA stupid motherfuckers sitting around sipping on martinis talking about somebody suing God. And then you get another fucking battier motherfucker that would say something like, yeah, it's about time somebody sued God. I think it's about time God paid up. That's so stupid. I can't even rectify that with an answer except for to say, God ain't never going to pay shit, motherfuckers, because he is God. How about that? And he ain't got nothing to answer to you or anybody else. But that is sad that the tree fell on the house and that, maybe you get the family on negligence because they should have known better and they should have, I don't know, cut the tree down. I'm sorry, folks. This just gets dumber and dumber, right? But this is news but I don't like the way they print it because they should educate people about why these things happen more than anything. They really should. I mean, conceivably, it's not really something most anybody would do, but if the wind's coming, say, out of the north, you go to the northern side of your house and you take some rope and you tie all them fucking trees together that could fall on your fucking house right there. You ain't got to worry about it. To be honest with you, it's not going to fall that way. It's got to fall the other way, if anything. But how many people are going to do that? Like, nobody's going to fucking do that shit because the odds of a fucking tree falling on your fucking house just out of the blue and killing somebody in your family, let alone you, are slim to none. It's what you call overkill a little bit, right? But there are people that believe in overkill out there too. So I'm not going to put a blanket statement on it. Say that not going to happen. What I'm saying is, wow, I'm shocked. We actually got maybe a newsworthy article here. Haunted stars. Oh, god damn. Here we go with that bullshit. Right off the bat. Shut the fuck up. That bullshit news. That ain't news. Norway crane crash. Nobody gives a flying fuck. Y'all see where I'm going with a lot of this fucking news? It's just, most of it is bullshit. Minimize COVID-19 risk. Okay. More bullshit COVID-19 news nobody gives a fuck about. Hell, people around here are now catching COVID and it's like a virus. In fact, I think that it's not even COVID because, you could take a COVID test and it come up positive when you just maybe sniffed in some fucking flu up your nose. If you think about it, this is very theoretically possible. You could actually sniff some COVID up and it be caught in a booger that you're fucking to pick out of your nose. But it's enough of the virus to actually show up positive on a virus test. And they're going to come back that you're positive with COVID-19. Because now any and all kinds of viruses are now called COVID-19, by the way. Well, if this new COVID-19 is COVID-19, it'll never kill another person. Because it hit you just like the 3-day flu that gave you the sniffles. This is the meanest, baddest goddamn flu that turned into the biggest fucking sissy. All you had to do is unplug its fucking steroid intake that I've ever seen in my life. Psych! We're just kidding. It's not really a deadly flu. It was, but, we gave it a temporary life shield just to fucking with people. You know us Democrats, right? Before we released COVID-19 into the world, we wanted to make sure it wasn't going to stay. welcome to Bob's Comedy Hour. Y'all like it so far? Actually, everything I've said in this video is more worthy to be news than 80% of this fucking bullshit I'm reading across this fucking news wire here. Abortion ban repealed. What was that North Carolina news bullshit again? Okay, again, I got to go back and say, you fucking communists, who the fuck are you to be king dictator over people that are not Christian, and you're telling them they don't have a right to an abortion? Meet down the middle, or I don't want to fucking hear about it. This discussion should have been over 3 days after it was first invented as news. That's how stupid this news is. How hard would it be for us to get 10 people together to agree on something? At least we need a 7 majority. Can I get 7 votes? We're going to just cut it down the middle right there. Do something like, I don't know, if you don't get an abortion within the first week of being pregnant, no abortions, or maybe a first month, I guess, kind of thing. Right? Most people say, fuck, no, we don't want no abortions. Okay, well, if that's the case, if you actually know that's the majority of what people are saying in your given area, like your state, well, then maybe you should consider finding out what people do want in your state and how many, and put them in a category. And if the pro-abortionists count for less than 10%, fuck you, motherfuckers. We ain't having no abortions. How about that? Oh, but the federal court shot it down. You can't do that. Well, okay, we'll go back to the drawing board. Okay, we'll give you 1 week to get an abortion. There, it's legal. Because most women are going to go get checked, like right after they have sex or the next day. You know, or they should. And they should already know if they're going to get an abortion or not, or pretty much, okay, let me see. I got 4 days to make up my mind to get down to the abortion center or not. Gee, let me think. And now 6, 7 days rolled by. You're too fucking late. No abortion for you, motherfucker. Kill a bitch if she gets one, right? I'm all for that, those kind of laws. But no, in reality, I mean, you know, in cases of rape, or, you know, the baby's going to be born way not right, not just a little bit, not, I mean, you know, but like he could be born without a pinky. Hi, guys. You know, like whatever. I mean, who cares about that? But, you know, like the woman that bred with a motherfucker that was deformed like that is the person to blame. Everybody should urge that motherfucker to go get fixed so he can't have no more babies. Like his whole fucking life, he should be beat the shit out of if you don't get. No, I'm just kidding. But really though, I mean, there are certain cases where I could see and agree to people having an abortion, because we're not living in heaven, folks, where everything is paradise. We live on planet Earth, and I think people should have a right to make up their own decision in certain circumstances, like rape or incest. No, not incest. The government should never pay for any abortions, by the way, except for rape, because your state is responsible for all crime in your fucking state. So that's the only fucking time I think that the government should put any money towards helping anybody get a fucking abortion. And nobody should be helping foreigners to invade the United States of America, and anybody and everybody who supports that should be tried for treason. Wouldn't you agree to that? I bet you I could get over 80% of the people in all of America to agree to that. At least 80%. So why the fuck is Joe Biden still in office? Why the fuck is Nancy Pelosi not living out her last few years in prison for treason? the stupidest games with our tax money. And then they sit back as though they're above the law because you keep voting Democrat. So as long as you vote Democrat, well, I guess they're going to be above the law. That's like a no-brainer. You handed them the fucking power. Stupid motherfuckers. Yamaha YZ 250F is selling gaskets. It's in the ad in this newsfeed down here. Just if anybody's interested, I mean, must be a pretty popular bike, Yamaha. Must be a popular fucking bike for to be running ads like this. Mad Dog Ferrari killed in a giant wave. Well, Mad Dog, you pushed the limits and it killed your fucking ass. I salute you, motherfucker, on behalf of all skiers across the world. Excuse me, surfers. I was thinking about that female sports lady earlier. Um, well, and all sports activists, really. It's just so sad. Okay, the dumb motherfucker died. What the fuck else do you want to know? I mean, you can take this story either way. File this over there in the sporting news of I don't give a flying fuck. But no, probably not in that category, but it's definitely down there on the list of fucking newsworthy stories, right? Because, I mean, unless you've been to Hawaii, unless you're into surfing to the degree that you've talked to this guy a few times, like had lunch with him, 2-3 days out of the week for an entire year, then, well, or you just met the guy a few times and thought he was a nice guy, or maybe you thought he was wacky dude. You might care to hear this news, and again, you might not. Might not give a fuck about this Looney Tune. So put it over there in the sports news category, but put it down there on the list of being newsworthy. Bed Bath and Beyond. Who gives a fuck about Bed Bath and Beyond? I mean, Bed Bath and Beyond is, well, they're overpriced for a lot of their products. And I got to be honest, guys. The only time I walk into a Bed Bath and Beyond is when I'm got nothing else better to do, and I'm just looking around. But I'm gonna walk around the store, and I'm gonna look only at the items they got on sale. And if there ain't nothing I want to buy, I'm walking right back the fuck out. Unless I see a fine, beautiful black goddess queen up in there, and I want to get that phone number. Then I'd be like, I'll probably stay in the store a little bit longer, right? Yeah, maybe. Hi, how you doing? She give me like a not a good look and walks off. Well, there you go. She looks at me and says, "Oh, hi, how are you?" Now we're talking. You open the fucking door for the floodgates are coming in now, baby. So, and then we go from there, right? But so like, and then after that, I'm still leaving though. It's not like I'm gonna buy all these fucking products in Bed Bath and Beyond. Even though some of their products are decent products to buy, it's just if I never go in another Bed Bath and Beyond, trust me, I'm not gonna fucking miss it or regret it for one single fucking minute. Now you put a good sports character in there like a Simone Biles signing autographs, bitch, I'm gonna be there with that fucking shirt I got on my wall, and I'm gonna ask her to sign it. Making that a one of a kind shirt. Oh, god dang, that'd be worth some money then. What the fuck you even talking about? I'd never sell it though. I'd probably never sell that shirt. I'd pass it down to my new African son. Son, don't sell this shirt unless dire need. Pass it down to your son and his son and his son. Someday that shirt will sell for a lot of fucking money, right? Fuck yeah. I'll be there. Sign my shirt, darling. Thank you. Bed, Bath, and Beyond. Well, the store is considering filing for bankruptcy, but they're weighing all of their options. Like, could they just sell out some of the stores? Is anybody interested? Okay, Bed Bath and Beyond, come get me. I'll tell you what. I will take over half of your fucking stores right now. Period. Because I guarantee you, I'll pull them fucking stores out of bankruptcy. But because you're so fucking stupid, you can't do it. I don't want to hear no bitching and crying because your store is bullshit. I'm amazed that you've lasted this long. Oh boy. Now, here's some more sports news, but again, it should only be in sports news. Because in the way of regular everyday news, yeah, it's not really news. This is only news to those, well, LGBTQ people. Because let's face it, the NFL is, at this point in time, a 100% LGBTQ sport. Because no straight man is going to support an organization who's taking his money and spending it to support gay marriage. So therefore, the NFL is a gay sport. You have to be gay to play it. You have to be gay to coach it. You have to be gay to own it. You have to be gay to be a part of the NFL in any kind of fucking way. I won't make that perfectly fucking clear to you how I feel about the fucking issue. If I see a bunch of guys outside a garage watching the NFL, I'll go, okay, slow down. That motherfucker's gay. I'm writing down their names, all the ones I know. Okay, and then I'm going to write description of the rest. I'm going to find out who their names are. Them motherfuckers is gay. I don't want to do business with none of them stupid motherfuckers. If somebody's that stupid, I don't want to do business with you. I just put it that way. Because even if you are straight watching that sport and you didn't know that's a gay sport, something wrong with your fucking noggin upstairs, man. Did you actually pass the third grade, or did your teacher just put you through because she didn't want to see you again? Because you act like you got a third grade mentality. You did not know that the NFL was 100% LGBTQ, which it is. But the Bills, Damar Hamlin takes next remarkable step in recovery from his cardiac arrest. They saved that guy from dying. Everybody thought he was, oh yeah, he's gonna die. It's so sad. That's just, oh gosh. Oh, look, motherfuckers, he ain't nothing but a gladiator playing a gladiator sport. Sometimes motherfuckers die. I really don't give a fuck. That's what I was saying yesterday. Because yesterday, I don't give a shit. Who the fuck cares? He chose to play the sport. If he ain't man enough to fucking play it, he shouldn't be fucking playing the sport. That's a manly sport. So he'll never play football again, I'll bet you that. But he did survive. It's wow. How far along have they come with medicine that they could save this motherfucker's life? Who, by all rights and means, was kind of waved off of the gonna survive list by like at least 80% of all you motherfuckers out there. Even Danny from LA was already, hell, he was ready to have the goddamn funeral processions right there on his fucking channel the other day. He asked me what I thought about it. Who gives a fuck? Another gay NFL sports player fucking had a heart attack. Big fucking deal. I don't even watch the fucking sport, guys. I quit watching the NFL years ago. After the NFL, I felt backstabbed by them motherfucking faggots who took over the sport. Or, excuse me, the business. Because the NFL is a business. It's not a sport. It is not a sport. You guys are fucking wrong about that when you call it a sport. It's not a sport. It's a business. And it's an owned entity. It's one that's so fucked up that the goddamn referee union has more power than a team owner. And when it comes to say so, is what happens on the football field. And then they clarify a rule like what's catch and what's not. And then the next big catch comes up, they still call it wrong. That is how fucked up your goddamn bullshit NFL is. And it could be a game-changing call that was a bad call. And guess what? That referee will still be out on the field next week refereeing all over again when he should have been fired. And the game overturned or replayed because that ref fucked it up. Or at least put in the same position and played from that, from that amount of time on the clock and all that on. But I mean, the NFL's so fucked up, they don't think with this kind of common sense because it's not a sport. It's not a sport. If there's a false start in a race, everybody lines back up and they do the race again. If there's a false call in the NFL, oh well, shit happens. We're going to the next game. Nobody cares. Let them argue about it. Does that make any sense? No, it really don't. Well, he's expected to make a full neurological recovery, which means he's okay. And but the guy is such a fucking sissy to look at his build. Like, he could not intimidate me on the street, guys. It's not possible. What the fuck is he doing playing in the NFL? A little toothpick motherfucker like him. So just like I said on Danny from LA stream the other day, yesterday, I'll say it again today. Toothpick motherfuckers like this guy should not be playing a gladiator sport. And if they do, well, they got to expect to fucking die. It's always a possibility. And they need to look at it as always a real possibility. Instead of pretending that they're getting paid a lot of money and everybody else kiss their fucking ass. Which is exactly how the majority of all NFL players act today. Then they want to use it for a fucking political thing and everybody take a knee and say, fuck the United States. Because if you took a knee, that's what you were saying about your own country. All of you out there that supported people taking knees and shit over something that was bullshit to begin with. It's amazing the amount of stupid that exists in this fucking country. Oh, yeah. Lawsuit against Trump now for the Capitol police officer's family is suing Donald Trump for wrongful death. Trump never told them to do what they did, so I don't think it should even be allowed in court personally, but it will. And the saga will be drawn out, and Donald Trump won't give a fuck because he's got the money of God. And at the end of the day, win, lose, or draw, it's not going to do anything. And he shouldn't even be allowed in court because he never told them to invade the White House. In fact, he was caught off guard with all of that. Like, what the fuck? Okay. Have fun, guys. Whatever. That's not Trump saying, yeah, I'll support you. Go invade the White House and kill all the fucking Democrats. Because if Trump had came out and said that, that's what would have happened. Period. And he'd still be president to this day. But there were no real patriots at that event. That's not a complete true blanket statement, actually. It would be more accurate to say that about 97% of the people at the White House on that day were Democrats, not Trump supporters. That is a fact that I can prove. Let's get all their fucking names together. Let's go over their fucking history and their past. I guarantee you over 90% of them were Democrats up until 2017 or later. I guarantee it. And or they belong to a fake ass patriot organization that I've already outed as fake. And I'll be able to do it again. That's how stupid that whole fucking set of events were. So it's a frivolous lawsuit, if you ask me. Frivolous lawsuit. Mud in your face. They're going to keep throwing mud in Trump's face. This is expected. This is nothing. This is nothing. It's absolute bullshit to me. Family of that cop should be blaming the Democrats and voting Republican. But they're so stupid. They were already Democrats. So nobody gives a flying fuck about your fallen officer. Why? Because he's Democrat. And if he's Democrat, I don't give a fuck. Because the actions that took place that day were caused by Democrats cheating in the fucking elections. And everybody knows it. Hey, Iowa woman believed to be the oldest person in the U.S. dies at 115 years of age. That is news because I don't know of anybody that's lived to be 100 years old. Well, I'm going to be serious. In my lifetime, I've never known a single person to live to be over 100 years old, except for the supposed person that I knew when I was like 4 years old. I don't even fucking remember. Died at 101. But in my adult life, I've never met anybody that lived to be over 100. And I've only met like maybe, well, I met one person that lived to be over 90. Pretty sure I seen a busload of them motherfuckers going down the road one day, but I don't know how old those people were. But like, wow, for anybody to live to be over fucking 90s doing something today's day and age. It's all the bullshit and the fucking lib card. Hell, man, if you stay at home all the time and eat beef stew and shit like that, you might live to be a ripe old age. I would vow to say that she must be the most bored motherfucker to have ever been around. Or she was the most happiest, or both. Bored and happy. There's something to be said about that. But that's news. Congratulations to her family for having her for so long. But with my experience, her family probably didn't give a fuck about her at the time. At least a good amount of them. Odds are, at least if it's in America with today's trends, family trends, most people put their own parents in old folks' home because they're a nuisance. Wow, cartel crossfire on a plane. God damn. Cartel. This is proof that cartel members are flying around the world and nobody's even raising a pinky to ask the question. Excuse me, sir, are you cartel? Do you have any guns on you, by the way? Because these people entered a plane with guns. We should have never been allowed to begin with, but hey, we're talking Mexico, so fuck, everybody carries guns. Even the guy that came up here and killed 15 motherfuckers and got deported every time, he carries a gun in Mexico. Fucking two cartels shooting it out. That'd be really something to be caught in that kind of a Mexican crossfire, right? Like, okay. But it wasn't America, so even though it should make world news, I don't give a fuck. I really don't, because I don't keep up with them cartels, and they're going to do what they're going to do, and everybody else is going to do what they're going to do anyway at the end of the day. So who really gives a fuck? I mean, bad guys killing bad people, okay. Uh, is any of them going to put money in my pocket? Because if so, I want to talk to that person. Other than that, I don't give a fuck to know you. Utah man went crazy. Killed himself, his wife, and his 5 children. After his wife filed for divorce. Go check this news reel out here. A 42-year-old man wasted his entire life with a stupid fucking bitch. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. That's the way it should read. A 42-year-old man gunned down, 7 family members, including his 5 children between ages 4 and 17, and then turned the gun on himself 2 weeks after his wife had filed for divorce, authorities said. Officials in Enoch City, had to be a biblical name. Oh boy, I tell you, it never stands to lose chance on that. Thursday identified the suspect as a gunman in the murder-suicide as 42-year-old Michael Hite, and the victims as his wife, and it goes on with the names and all of that. Also killed was, somebody else. It was his wife's 78-year-old mama. Oh, goddamn, that's why he did it. Mama was such a fucking annoying bitch. No, 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 no. Oh, goddamn. These fucking liberal Democrats of today would actually go crazy over some shit like that and kill the family. I mean, It's not known immediately yet why she had filed for divorce. Seriously, like nobody knows. So what this tells me is somebody told somebody something about something that happened over there in Utah, and somebody over there in California or state of Washington, another fucked up state, decided to print a story about it, and nobody has went and investigated this case. This is a newsworthy story here. It's not one I like to hear, or you for that matter. However, anytime a man kills 7 family members and himself just because his wife filed for divorce, and even if they were splitting up and he lost his fucking job on top of it, even if she fucked around on him with his boss and his boss turned out to be a fucking woman and fired his ass, none of this shit fucking matters because there's never an excuse to kill your family, ever. Um, this is one of them times you got to go read the book of Job and put it right there where it belongs in God's hand, because normal folks like me and you are never going to understand this kind of psychotic behavior. And this is what it is. It's complete lunacy. To even contemplate killing one of your family members, let alone to actually fucking do it. And we're not talking one kid and a wife here, which is bad enough. We're talking 7 fucking family members. He shot every one of them and then shot himself. This guy had a mental problem that people should have noticed already by then, I think. Anybody that's this far gone, like, did he possibly have brain damage? He might have hit his head on a tree and just been walking around, you know, talking a little bit slower. He probably seemingly stuck on one story and one train of thought for very long periods of time. That's a fucking tall tale sign right there. So it's not known why he did it, and they've already printed the story. This is a letdown piece of news. All we know is we think maybe some guy in Utah killed his wife, and maybe he killed himself, or maybe it was a murder and somebody wanted it to look like a murder-suicide. What did he do for a living? What did she do for a living? We don't know. Maybe it was mama. Maybe it was mama's husband. We don't know because nobody's investigated the fucking story yet. And we don't know if this guy really did it. All we know is the cops are blaming it on a murder-suicide. But wait a minute, we're talking Utah. Mormons? I don't believe this bullshit. I'm sorry, I'm not going to believe this story. I don't believe it. It's just an everyday thing. Yeah, I'm like going to wake up tomorrow and go kill everybody in my goddamn family and then blow my own fucking brains out. Yeah. I'm sorry, folks. I'm not buying this bullshit. I do not believe this man killed his whole family and him too. I don't believe it. They are going to have to goddamn prove it to me, because I'm not buying this load of bullshit. Most likely it was a fucking immigrant, an illegal immigrant that's been in and out of this country like 20, 30 times, belongs in a fucking penitentiary somewhere, and the Democrats don't want you to know about him. I would say the odds are in my favor of this being an illegal immigrant or a political killing of some sort than a man killing his own fucking family like that. Nah. And then they pop up and say, well, we don't know why, it just happened. Well, if you don't know why, then don't be blaming it on him just because the cop said it looked that way. You don't fucking know, and neither to the cops. If this is all you're going to give us for a feed of some bullshit story, because we're never going to hear a follow up on this story. All we know is that they're blaming it on a man, and nobody fucking knows for sure. Nobody. Not even the cops that showed up and investigated the case know for sure. It's their opinion. But it sure seems like there's somebody going around that is killing a lot of goddamn families just like this over the past 5, 6, 7 years. Has anybody noticed? I think we have a serial killer in America that may be the greatest serial killer of all time, and nobody's even looking for him because they just keep ruling them off suicides. All of these people just killing their whole families nowadays. Why not? Right? I ain't believing that bullshit. Just no, uh, uh, no. Shut the fuck up. Stop printing fake news. This is what I'm reading right here. This, at this point in time, is fake news. And it cannot be listed as real, believable, credible news until the whole fucking story comes out and or independent news actually goes and investigates this fucking story. Now, I'm not going to share it right off here, but let me tell you, you'll see it on like a YouTube ad or Facebook ad or whatever, probably Twitter for sure. But if you, maybe not Twitter, my throat's been getting dry. My allergies ain't helping with that. Love soda pop. So, okay, some faggot ass in the Sandy Hook family, you know, those cocksuckers over there, because a lot of them are, let's face it. And decided to lobby the government to outlaw all fully automatic rifles, assault rifles. According to him, there's just no place for those type of weapons in a society of today. Well, this is how you know that the Sandy Hook shit was probably done on purpose so that these families could have roots in wanting to plead to the mercy of the soul of all of you out there. And God, let's just outlaw these automatic weapons now because the Sandy Hook faggot, anti-American, bitch-ass communist bitch, somebody should fucking beat the fuck out of with a baseball bat. Just kidding, YouTube. It's just a joke. It's comedy hour. Maybe set them on fire and hang them off a bridge with a fucking so they can burn to death, right? Okay, I'm just kidding, but I can think of a lot of ways that we could do that. I mean, just saying, or somebody could do it. Not we. I wouldn't participate in nothing like that. I don't believe in killing people. Oh, not me. Anyway, wants to take away your fucking God-given right to own a fucking gun. Fuck you, Sandy Hook motherfuckers. If this is what you're going to do with the money that was awarded to you by the fucking jury, I do not support you. Maybe next time they'll get your entire goddamn family instead of just one or two of you. Because I view you as the enemy to the American people and to this country, the United States of America. Anybody that goes out there trying to get guns outlawed in any kind of way is the enemy and should be tried for treason in this fucking country. Because that goes beyond your fucking opinion about something, because now you're turning it into action. That is worthy of a treasonous charge, in my opinion, 100%. So how come these cocksuckers that do this get away with it and they don't even get charged? I mean, does that law even exist anymore? Treason? Seems like they only really use that fucking law when it's an ensign who's telling on a bunch of illegal motherfuckers up here in the government that they're spying on everybody, which they are doing. Is there anybody out there that does not know that by now? And if there's any young kids out there that don't know that for an absolute fact, you really need to go have a talk with your parents or somebody that does know about some more, I would say, maybe not in your lifetime, things that have taken place, like Edward Snowden and people like them that are fucking heroes to the American people. Heroes. It was illegal for them to pass that fucking set of laws that let them spy on Americans. It was only because of him and people like him that we even knew that people were over there in the military shooting innocent people just because, look at there, here goes a fucking Iranian. Bam! I mean, we didn't do that in Iran. Well, it was a, you know, it was Afghanistan and Iraq, right? So you could be over in Afghanistan popping innocent people, taking bets on it. Can you shoot that one way the fuck over there? Hell, I can't even see that one over there. Well, how about that one right there? Yeah, I get that motherfucker. Pah! Yeah, that's a freebie there. You got any more? This shit was really going down. You wouldn't know it if it weren't for people like him. And I gotta tell you that they even changed the fucking law on that fucking spying shit. There for a while it became a thing and then it died off and they're back to spying on everybody again. Well, if you see that survey, I filled that survey out and I put on there as my name, fuck you, first and last name. Like area code 06660. And I live in fuck you, Tennessee, or whatever fucking state. I don't even think I put a state. I think I listed it as, the town I listed was Satanville. And went from Satanville to the state of California. That's the one I picked. Yeah, I live in California. And blah, blah, blah. I sent that in to them. Well, you bunch of treasonous motherfucker. Actually, I sent it to sandyhookpromise.org for even allowing that shit on their fucking shit. And sandyhookpromise.org is nothing but a group of Democrats. These people are not lobbying because their children was killed with automatic weapons. These people are lobbying because they are communists and they want to fuck up America. And one of the ways to do that is if you can get enough people to just feel sorry for you. Oh, we're gonna do it your way, god damn it. Fuck America. Shut the fuck up. So these Sandy Hook motherfuckers, fuck you. And this fence don't never come down. You can't take it down, motherfucker. Yeah, that's what I think about your assault on assault rifles. So it seems like that y'all went through all of this shit. You probably even knew ahead of time that your own kids were going to get shot just so you could do this for a living, right? Is that what I'm seeing here? I mean, I don't know. What else am I supposed to think when I look at the overall picture here, how things really went down? Because the guy that brought attention to you sons of bitches to begin with was another left-wing Democrat named Alex Jones, who worked for Charles Bronfman Jr., whose daddy was in charge of all the mafias in the fucking Americas. He ran a Canadian mafia. And they were known as the "We Will Kill You Mafia." They killed a lot of fucking good people. Them crooked bastards, the Bronfman family, the whole family should be shot right now. According to Russian history, anyway, right? Once you take down an oligarchy, you got to kill his whole family, all of his fucking animals, and even his pet bird if you had one of them. But definitely everybody in his fucking family. That's pretty cruel, right? But it is part of Russian history. It happens to be one I do not disagree with. When we're talking about globalist or mafia or, well, you could call them oligarchies. Well, they're all the same. Just call them whatever you want. This kind of level of corruption should be met with the death penalty in the worst kind of way. Like, you can't just kill one of them, another family member pops up, and then another, and then another, and then another, and then another. Just kill the whole fucking family. Take the money up and put it up for fucking, I don't know, whoever buys the winning ticket. Have a competition, first, second, and third. We're going to split it with you three right there. Whatever. Nobody gives a fuck about your Sandy Hook left-wing bullshit motherfucking con man. At least now we know that you probably had your goddamn family killed so that you could do this for a living. Because that's what kind of people oligarchies really are. People like the Bronfman family really are like that. That sick and that fucking sadistic. They will kill 500 people to get what the fuck they want. And they do not care about you or anybody in your goddamn family. They are spoiled to the beyond a belief that they'd rather kill 10,000 people just to get that fucking piece of bubble gum that your son purchased that fucking oligarchy wanted to buy, and it was the last piece in the fucking store. He gonna kill that kid too, just to get to that goddamn bubble gum. And if it's in his mouth, take it out. He'll take it out and put it in his mouth and say, "See there? Got my fucking bubble gum, didn't I?" Welcome to the world today, because, well, you Sandy Hook bastards, go fuck yourselves. That's my opinion. I no longer support Sandy Hook family members. Don't you motherfuckers ever come talk to me about how you want me to do you a goddamn favor. You pieces of fucking filthy shit. And in Stranger Things news, here we go, folks. We're not past comedy hour yet. Noah Schnapp comes out as gay. Oh my God, really? Like, as if everybody did not know this already. I mean, when you walk around going, "Hi, oh, Billy, you're so cute. Let's go get those pink flower child tennis shoes that you want, honey. Oh, I just love them so much. I'm going to get my face painted with butterflies today." Anybody acts like this, guys? I got news flash for you. They are gay. So this does not count as news to me. Shouldn't even be on a fucking news wire. Why do they post this? They're trying to coax your kids into thinking, hey, being gay is like you fucking eating a fucking rainbow snow cone, which it's not. Oh, being gay is like fuck, I don't know, eating a rainbow decorated fucking cake, which it's not. Being gay is a way of life that says, I don't care if I catch about 30 diseases, any one of them that could kill me, and I don't give a fuck if a fungus eats off half my face because, well, I just want to be gay. Yeah, I don't know why, but, well, there it is. So popular, isn't it? Like, I must be Mr. Popular. It is a very unsafe way to live. Hell, you might as well just walk down a fucking highway every fucking day. You're gonna get hit eventually and killed. But I mean, there's not much of a difference between a straight guy or a gay guy who sleeps around a lot. Like almost all you fucking. I don't know of a gay guy that don't sleep around because somebody you're gonna sleep with is gonna have something that's gonna kill your ass. You're gonna catch some diseases along the way too. A lot of anal fucking inflations and shit like that. Little cysts, they gotta constantly go up there and pop. Have y'all thought about this lifestyle yet? It is not healthy. It's the exact opposite of healthy. And for gay people to rationalize shit and say, I don't smoke because it's not good for your health. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, but it's okay for you to be gay, right? Even though that's not good for your health. This is contradiction 101 right here, folks. You got very confused people out there running around the world. And these Sandy Hook people can go fuck themselves after pulling that shit. Because I'm not going to support them any longer. These cocksuckers want to go after assault weapons in America. All that tells me is that every motherfucker at Sandy Hook already knew that their kids were going to be killed. They already knew it. They just, okay, are they dead yet? Oh, they are? Okay, so we're good. Everybody ready to eat dinner now? And they were eating dinner that fucking night. Like it wasn't shit. Did you see them all up in their houses? They showed the one family right through the window. They were gathered at the table smiling and laughing and eating fucking dinner, knowing that their fucking kids had just been killed. Seriously. Y'all didn't find that a little strange? I did right back then, and now I know why. They already knew it was going to happen. I'm saying it now. I'm saying it right now. There's more evidence that says that this was a plot so that they could then come along and fucking lobby to try to take away assault weapons by making people just feel sorry for them. Fuck you. People felt sorry for you until you popped up with this assault weapon attack to try to get people to outlaw our own fucking rights. To outlaw assault rifles is anti-American, bitch. So you lost all fucking support from America right then and there, and Sandy Hookers can go fuck themselves as far as I'm concerned. Talk about selling your soul to the devil. That's a whole community of people that have sold their soul to the devil, if you ask me. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His fleece was white as snow. Jingle bells, jingle bells. And Robin had a red nose too. But even though Christianity's real and Santa Claus was real, but became a fantasy fairy tale after the fact, I gotta tell you that I still love all of those songs and all those music. And I love Christmas because it brings in a family sort of love into this world. And it does a lot of bad too, I think, but still does a lot of good. And if anything, it reminds us to celebrate Christmas down on our knees, praying up at God, as to pray to God, and just remind Him that you know He's there, right? And so this is great. I love Christmas for that purpose. It wakes people up to God. And this is why most Christians support Christmas. Trying to pop that motherfucking dead skin off of there. I got one more place right here. Bad place needs to heal up. And then my face will be alright. That one right here. One right there. I have one up here, but that one's about healed up. That one there's starting to heal. And I had another major one up here, I think right in through here, but it's starting to heal up now too. So I only got like two bad places still left in my face, and then be healed up. Woo, doggy. I'm going to transform into Santa Claus next year. I'm going to fly around delivering Christmas presents. Don't believe that bullshit, folks. Because if you believe that bullshit, I got a piece of Sandy Hook address I'd like to sell you. Yeah, you can be surrounded by these anti-American, gun-grabbing little Democrat bitches all you want. In fact, if you're one of them kind of people, well, goddamn, come see me, because I get you a fucking house on that in that community. Be surrounded by evil like that had their kids killed so that they could lobby against guns. How fucking lame. What a waste of human life. Hmm. God damn. So, well, I ain't had any weed or alcohol today, and I'm probably going to get pretty stoned here in a little bit. But tell you what, folks, God bless and peace out. I love y'all. Don't listen to those people that, always want to start shit. Those people are the most likely to pull a gun out and for no fucking reason go to shooting people. God damn, y'all even made little stubs down there so it wouldn't totally indent the fucking carpet when you walk. That's pretty good. Okay, anyway, so yeah, I'm not down with all that bullshit. I tell you right now, it's I don't know what's gotten into the world today where they bring so many people to America and they just commit horrific acts. Like there is nothing I don't know of anything that could save you from hell after killing your entire family like that. But the way the news has it, well, it's just an everyday thing. I mean, what's the big deal? I should be allowed to kill my own family if I want to, right? Or any one of them. I mean, big fucking deal. But it's not normal, guys. You guys got to understand the psychology here. In my world, this ain't even possible. Like, I will never kill anybody in my family. Even if I hate them, I'm never gonna fucking do that shit. So to even to seriously contemplate it, there's something wrong with you out there, man. And y'all need to get right. Just because a guy's gay and walking down the street ain't no reason to go shoot up a whole goddamn gay bar. Hey, if you don't like it, move to another location. You live in an area where there's a lot of gay activity, you're probably going to see two men kissing as they walk down the street. But people don't weigh rational thought into most situations in their life. So what happens? You get some motherfucker out somewhere else killing people just because he hated them or committing acts against them that are bad. And when you run into people like this, those are the ones that need to be fucking put into a suitcase and shipped out of this fucking solar system out there somewhere. Something wrong with these fucking people. Burn them at the stake. But they need to bring that term back, right? Wouldn't you agree to that, YouTube? I'll tell you what, man, because this fucking hate that they bring up in America and keep it going and going and going, most of it's designed and perpetuated right out of Palestine. And yet every day you motherfuckers are supporting Palestine against Israel, and you don't even know the Israeli people. It just sounds good to you. Yeah. When in all actuality, it would be the Palestinians who want Americans dead and not Israel, last I checked. So, I've actually had a hot fucking Israeli chick hit on me since I moved down here. God, she was hot. Felt bad I didn't get that one. I mean, I was like, well, there was a lot of cop blocking from the company then back then. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll meet her again if it was meant to be, and it probably wasn't. She has some big, I mean, like, yeah, she has some big ones. Yeah, they weren't like too fucking big either. They were just like pretty big, just right, and like, oh god damn, check that out. But life is full of regrets if that's all you're gonna concentrate your brain on. Why don't you concentrate your brain on, I'm gonna go ask my buddy over there or my girlfriend over there if they want to go have some donuts. Do something that's enjoyable in life. You know, uh, get out and be happy for a change. Don't dwell on the negative because that is an endless fucking pit of sorrow. All these people say they're depressed is simply because they cannot trigger their brain on the good things in life. They always concentrate on the bad and they keep going down that fucking endless cesspool. That's their only fucking problem. They need to be taught how to direct their thought on the good things. More than anything, that is the biggest problem with America today. And I would actually blame that same exact scenario on people actually being gay, at least as adults, choosing to live that lifestyle, or even a straight lifestyle where you're still sleeping around with a lot of people. That is an adult judgment decision that you made. And in my opinion, comes from one of people not concentrating on the good things in life. But going down that endless fucking pool of hopelessness. But hey, who am I to judge, man? Everybody walks to a different path, right? And we got that right because we live in a capitalist republic. And that's the only reason, folks. You guys fuck around with that too much and you're going to lose it. And me, I'll be just fine under communism. You won't. I guarantee it. They're going to put a gun to your head before mine. Anyways, folks, you guys think about all of this. And a lot of this news that we're seeing every day, especially these days, it's all bullshit. And that was really the whole makeup for me getting on here and doing a little comedy piece about today's news. And why 90% of it is filthy trash and it sucks. And it shouldn't even be listed as news. All right, guys. Peace out, man. I'll catch you on the next go around. What's up, Harry Brogan? How you doing, buddy? 'Cause I know him and the Taylors are watching. My biggest fans over there. Them two right there.